Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. I'm here with Gene Collier tonight. We're talking about the Steelers, the Penguins, and also we'll get Rocky Bleier on the phone a little bit later. But, hey, Gene, the Steelers have 8 Pro Bowlers this year. Should have been 9. I think it was a big snub by Cam Hayward not getting in. But, you know, Le'Veon Bell leads the NFL in Pro Bowl voting. Antonio Brown was right there despite his injury right now. And the Steelers have 6 guys on offense. Chris Boswell makes it over a couple kickers that you could argue. And Ryan Shazier makes it on defense, but Cam Hayward does not make it. Do you think Steelers lead all NFL teams with 8?
Yeah, I mean, that's reflective of the way they've played. It's an 11-3 team with talent really all over the place. I'm not really surprised. I'm a little surprised that Cam is not among them. He's one of the best players on the team. But other than that, good for them. Congratulations.
And so Mike Tomlin talked a little bit at his weekly news conference today. We know that Antonio Brown isn't playing this week. He has a, what did he call it, a significant contusion. We don't know how long it is, and Tomlin wouldn't speculate how long he'd be out for, but it sounds like it's going to be a significant period of time. And if you believe Adam Schefter, he could be ready for the postseason. I had a chance to talk to Brown tonight, who said, we'll see. That's what he said. He said he feels okay right now, and he says we'll see if he'll be able to play in the postseason. But, you know, if this is a lengthy season ending, it's really going to hurt the Steelers' offense.
Well, sure, he's their best player. I think you'll see him in the postseason. I don't know why they're being so coy about it, really.
Yeah, and a significant contusion. First it was a calf strain, and it was just weird how it went down. Right during the game, it was a calf injury. Then it was, then it was a calf tear, and now this whole thing, how it's playing out, is they're just keeping everything just so tight-lipped.
It looked pretty bad when it happened. The other bad thing that happened on the play was that he dropped the ball. That was a touchdown pass. Cost them 4 points in a game they lost by 3. That was big.
You sick of talking about the catch, no catch by now?
No, go ahead, Richie.
I know. I have people still today. I was out at the mall and still asking me about it. And, yeah, I think it's a stupid rule. And I think the one thing that Mike Tomlin made clear today that they're going to have to, revisit this and maybe a few other rules, because he's on the competition committee. And, he probably has a lot to say. And now it really affected the Steelers. So I'd imagine there's going to be some kind of rule changes and maybe something with this.
Well, you'd imagine. I mean, you have to take a look at it, I suppose. But the thing with the competition committee, the more they look at things, the more they add layers of rules. And really, since replay was introduced in the late 90s, the NFL's been writing rules to kind of chase that technology and make that technology make sense, instead of just letting the technology work for the league. When replay came in, Richie, it was really restricted, limited to just a few types of plays. Now every scoring play is reviewed, and the people it does a real disservice to, I think, are the people who buy tickets and sit in the stadium and see what they think are touchdowns or what have you, and then sit around for 5 minutes to find out that what they just saw they didn't see. I think that's completely ridiculous use of technology.
And I think there's so many different levels of interpretation to this rule, especially when you slow things down. I mean, they say survive the ground, but his foot, his knee, his leg, his elbow all survived the ground, and the ball crossed the plane, which is supposed to end the play, right, as a touchdown.
Well, yeah.
And there wasn't any, I don't know about you, I mean, you can speculate that the ball hit the ground, but there wasn't conclusive evidence that his hand wasn't under the ball when it was moving.
I know, but to me, and I know this isn't the rule, but, Jesse James made a football move and the ball broke the plane of the goal line. After that, the play is over to me. I know they've added these rules that you have to survive the ground and maintain control through the play. The same is not true of a running back. I know there are distinctions. It's not this complicated. Here's a rule. If an official signals a touchdown, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, I think they should go back to, I do like the fact that they're reviewing all the scoring plays. I always did like that, but, You know, there's just too many reviews. It's slowing down the game. There's too many penalties now. I think it's doing a disservice to the game and the NFL and fans. I know it's not going to keep fans from not watching the game, Gene, but maybe there should just be 5 challenges or 4 challenges,
Maybe
and that's it.
There should be no replay. How about that?
You would go back to no replay?
Absolutely. What is it there for? You know, this is a human endeavor. There are 22 humans on the field making 50 mistakes on every play. Why can't the officials make a mistake? If you're so worried about who wins and loses these games, you have to take it upon yourself to outplay the officiating. If you don't deserve to win.
Do you think that because the NFL is so popular with gamblers, do you think that has anything to do with maybe
it might have something to do. It all goes back to the fact that millionaires do not like to lose. And when they lose, they want to say, well, let's look at it again. That couldn't have been. I'm a millionaire. I don't lose. That's where all this started.
Yeah, and the other problem I have, and I know a lot of fans out there have the problem with this, is that this game was decided on this replay, you know, once they called a touchdown. And that's where I think, you know, the Steelers could have won this game on their previous possession by not going 3 and out. You know, I don't fault the Steelers. I'm not, you know, saying it's just one play. They could have won the game in other areas. But to determine the game on that one play and the call by the official, I just don't think that was right. They should have just went with the call on the field and just say it was inconclusive. And, you know, we've had other plays where, you know, the one play against New England we showed on our air. What was that, New England and Houston in Week 3? Same exact thing happened, and they ruled it a touchdown for New England. So
similar play with New England and the Jets earlier in the season.
Yeah, so there's a lot of evidence that went the other way. So, you know, maybe this will give the Steelers some incentive when they get to the postseason. All right, we're going to take a break. Back with your phone calls. 412-575-2600 is the number right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.